want to welcome everybody to our Taco Tuesday. My name's Luke Garrity, and today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Terry Blake. Terry, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Beautiful day outside.
Yeah, this weather's been really weird.
Crazy, huh?
Now, by the time people watch this, it'll be probably past the rain time.
Right.
But, yeah, it's been weird, huh?
It's different. It's not like Red Bluff weather.
I know. Super love it, though.
Yes.
Today we've got tacos from Coloca's. We generally get tacos from Coloca's on Main Street. It's actually in a building that you used to have a restaurant in, huh?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the Sugar Shack guy. Yeah.
So we got some Al Pastor here, and then we got carnitas, and we can share, or you can take whatever you want. But I'm going to eat tacos while you talk. That's kind of
that's not fair.
I've designed it that way.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
like how can
but I can't guarantee I'm gonna talk very long. You know, I'm not a
true.
not a talkative person too much.
Yeah, well, you're a great conversationalist. You probably are freaking out about that camera a little bit, huh?
I don't even trip. No, I'm not worried about that. As long as I got you here, I'm good.
That's true. Well,
yes.
For those who maybe don't know you, there's a lot of people in Red Bluff. Actually, I'll back up. So our first trip to Red Bluff in 2015, it was December, one of the first places we went to was the Sugar Shack.
That's right.
And I think it was a Friday morning. We got up and we had a bunch of great food. But the thing that blew me away is you had gyoza. And I being 25% Japanese, I always tell people pot stickers and gyoza are not the same thing.
They're not.
And you did them up. I was like, all right. So yeah, we fell in love with you right there, and then we've known you. Yeah, so we've known you for almost 8 years now.
I know, huh?
Crazy,
it went by so fast.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It really has.
It really has. It really has.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know you, though, a lot of people know you in the community, but for those who don't know you, like, what's something that's important for people to know about you? Like, what are you interested in? What's a hobby? What's something that's good to know about you?
So what's very important to me, I guess, in life is to help people change their lives. You know what I'm saying? So I'm involved in a 12-step program, and it's to let them know that they don't have to do the things they do. That they can change their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have to use drugs and alcohol anymore.
Yeah.
And it's a choice, and it's important to me.
Yeah, because you've been involved in NA for a long time now, right?
It'll be 28 years next month.
28 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
I know that there's an NA group that meets here at the Vineyard on Thursdays.
At 7 o'clock right here. Yeah, you should come and check it out. It's an open meeting. All are welcome.
You've been doing it for a long time?
Here, yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've been here for 10 years, something like that, doing it here. Yeah, quite a while. Probably a little longer than that, yeah. So
Terry cares about people.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
And I know. Well, we've done a lot of we've done funerals together now.
Celebrations of life.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of everything, huh?
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been there the whole time.
Yeah. It's important. It's important to treat people the way you want to be treated. Let them know that they're loved.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, where you come from.
That's great. So I'm kind of curious. First of all, I'm going to let you take a bite. Go ahead, get in there. Get in there. Yeah,
Are these hot?
No. So, on Father's Day, we made this plan to do this, and you said, I asked you what kind of tacos you wanted. You said, as long as they're not hot. So I asked you if you wanted cold tacos, and then you said that was definitely a dad's joke. Huh? So, no, they should be normal. So, how long have you been coming to the Vineyard, and how did you show up at the Vineyard?
Let me see. That's a good question. I think we've been coming here for over 20 years. I used to go to the Rock Church, and then they closed, and we used to live right around the corner. So my ex-wife said we should come and check it out. Yeah.
Just randomly?
Yeah.
Just drove by it?
Well, yeah, we checked out a church on the other corner over there, and we were, I guess, church hopping, right? That's what they call it. Yeah. And we found this one, and I've been very comfortable ever since.
And it was 20 years ago.
At least, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. So it was random. It wasn't an invite. It was just you drove by and.
Yeah. Like I said, we used to live on the next street over there, so we were checking the churches out. We came here, and And the thing about the Vineyard is, and I'll say this, is you guys have welcomed me, because I used to come in a slingshot and shorts, with tattoos, and And as far as I know, no one's ever judged me.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I judge you all the time for the tattoos.
That's okay. That's all right. You're just jealous I have more than you do.
That's true. Actually, accurate statement.
Yeah, but you know. Yeah.
You know, it was kind of cool too. I'll say this, that struck me as being really cool was that there were a number of people who are part of our vintage group. I'm thinking of like Bill and Katie Knight, and you know, a number of other people who were just like, they're such Terry fans. You know, they loved you, and they were pretty consistent with going to that place to eat breakfast and whatnot. Yeah, so you've been loved, you know, but also too, I think this is kind of cool is, you know, you say the Vineyard communities welcomed you and loved you, but you demonstrated that too for a lot of people, because there's a lot of people that have come to our church, and I ask them, hey, how'd you about the Vineyard? And your name comes up. Like, Terry told me about it. So
yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
it is. It's a good community. Yeah, I mean, you know, especially like Bill and Katie Knight and all those other people. I mean, like I said, I came in, I think the first time I came in with a slingshot and shorts and tattoos, and they welcomed me. You know what I'm saying? They gave me a hug, and you know, and because I'm a hugger. You know,
yeah,
so,
you are.
Yeah, I'm a hugger, and they accepted that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, you know, we always talk about, well, this idea of like, don't judge a book by its cover, right? Mm-hmm. And so some people would see tattoos, and you know, you got a bike out there, and you got this sweet, what is it, a billy goat beard now? Is that what's going on? And they might say, oh, he scares me. He looks, you know, like he might be a biker guy, but
one of them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly. All those phrases. But you are one of the kindest, one of the most, I think, really loyal too. Like, you are faithful. You definitely are the kind of guy that would give the shirt off your back. I mean, you do that.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about church actually from you and from the NA community, just because you guys are like faithful.
We're like our own little gathering.
Yeah, you are your own little church.
Yeah. I can't say that, but yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Well, okay, you can say that.
Most people
I can't say that.
Most people are unwilling to acknowledge that what they're doing is very much church.
Yeah, we're going to call it a cult. No, that's up you know.
Well,
if it works, that's all that matters, right?
I don't want to be called a cult.
No, this, but NA, not church.
Yeah.
You know, not
no,
church.
for sure.
You know,
yeah, there's a lot of people that have been helped through NA.
Yeah.
And what I've seen is that it's been a really great doorway into the church community. You know, people start asking the questions about the higher power, wanting to know more about Jesus, and it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, for Narcotics Anonymous, that's where I learned about a higher power. You know, through Narcotics Anonymous, I didn't have a clue. You know?
Yeah. So, I mean, you didn't, like, in your childhood, you didn't have church background at all, right?
Not at all. No. I remember going to church a couple times because, you know, there you got candy, and, you know, there you got food, and, you know, that was it.
So for you, it was really important to be a part of a community that would welcome you and accept you as you were, and be willing to, like, I guess, not judge you all quick and stuff, huh?
Yeah, that's what Narcotics Anonymous for me. That's what happened for me. Was that I showed up there and they accepted me for who I am. It's like, here.
Yeah,
you know,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, last question. You survived the two big ones, but the third one is the it's the one that everybody's like, I don't really know, but what do you think God's been up to in your life?
That's you know, we've talked about this before. It's like, I don't, you know, so I've struggled with that. You know that we talked about that. I struggled with it. First, I didn't know. Then I heard what other people said, so I believed what they said. And then some stuff happened in my life where things changed. You know, and you know, death of some people that you know that I love dearly and that hung themselves, that killed themselves. You know, and I worried with God and all that. You know, so today what's happening in my life is like. So this is how God works, I guess. I have a grandson that I really didn't know. His name is TJ. He lives in Eureka. Yeah. And I met him when he was really little, and then because of my daughter and her choices, lost contact with me. But when she passed away, he's back in my life now. You know, and I think the reason that is because that's a God doing for me what I couldn't do for myself. You know, and so I've really been trying to, like I said, I went from one extreme to another. Like, there is a God, this Jesus thing, and then after all this stuff happened, then I didn't believe that stuff. You know, I have a hard time believing some of the stuff in the Bible. We talked about that.
Yeah.
But I know there's a power greater than myself that lives in me, and I'm trying to get back involved. I guess you'd say, trusted more in my God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's one thing that has been. I think that we've had a lot of conversations about this, and one of the a famous church leader back in the day talked about faith seeking understanding. You know, it's like we don't have all the answers, and that's kind of what I think our journey with Jesus is. It's like we're in conversation. There's a lot of questions we've got. I've got questions all the time, and then we see all throughout Scripture, especially the Psalms, people, where are you, God?
Right, yeah.
Things aren't going the way that I.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. I think a lot of people pretend that it's not their reality, but it's pretty common, Mm-hmm. But I really appreciate Terry, and I think if you're watching this and you haven't had a chance to get to know Terry likes to sit in the far back, and is here faithfully. And you should definitely stop by and say hi to him. You and your wife are just really great people, and have been. You've really been an encouragement to me over the years.
Thank you.
There's been many a time where I'm just watching you walk in, that faithful, like I'm going to be here if I'm not doing work, or if I'm not going and camping. Yeah, if I'm not doing these important things, those are good things too. But you're here, and you've done a lot for the kingdom, and really appreciate it. So.
Well, we really appreciate you too. I don't know if I tells you that, but sorry.
Anyway, the fun of Taco Tuesday.
I know, huh? Yeah, phone, huh? Anyway, but you're for us and people we know, you're very inviting. Yeah, and we appreciate that a lot.
Oh, well, I've learned from you.
Yeah, okay.
It matters.
Yeah, I'll say this now. When I first started coming here, he didn't want a hug. He would handshake me, but now I get a hug out of him. So.
Yeah, I know there's certain people who I got to hug, and you're one of them.
Yeah.
I'll hug him because he might beat me up if I don't. Well, hey, thanks for watching this Taco Tuesday. Say hi to Terry. He'd definitely be willing to shake your hand and maybe give you a hug.
That's right.
Invade your personal space.
That's right, exactly.
But you'll like it. So, Hey, thanks for sitting down, man.
Thank you for tacos.
Yeah,
on Tuesday.
No problem.
All right.